So then you got on Dana White looking for a fight? Was that how you got in? Or how'd you
Dana White Contender Series.
Okay.
So I went back to Brazil, had a couple fights, then I decided to move to the US because that was my goal. I was like, if I'm in the US, I'm gonna have more chance to make to the UFC. And even though I'm gonna have all the options because also Bellator and World Series of Fighting at the time.
Yeah.
So I made a plan. I moved to the US, and I got my permanent residency by myself. Then now I just became American citizen by myself, and
Hell yeah, bro.
Dude,
Congratulations, dude.
That's incredible.
Honestly, congratulations,
Did
dude.
you buy one of those Trump golden tickets? Or
Yeah. He must have been making money. You know, like, I mean, I hate to sound like it, but dude, like, it is a blessing to be American. You know, like, we're born.
And I think it's not about that. I think I just like I did everything right, and they have to. I had to prove so many things, and they know everything about what I did in the past in my life. And I just like followed the rules. And when I got my green card was during Trump government, and now my citizenship was during Trump government.
How was the?
That's good. That's interesting. You know what I mean?
How was the citizenship test? Is it pretty easy or what?
I had to study 100 questions,
and then they just asked you.
It was easy because I just like I was listening on Spotify, like the questions and the answers.
Yeah.
Oh, really? That's nice.
So did you have family this side, or how'd you? I mean, it's a lot to come to a new country.
No, that's how I say I did everything by myself. Yeah.
That's awesome. How'd you get in
then?
Sleep? Yeah. Like, how'd you get like an American visa at first, like a work visa?
So when I came first time, I came with the work visa.
Oh, cool.
With the UFC. Then I went back to Brazil. Then I tried. Then I came as a tourist. And I knew this guy that he told me about it because this guy, he sent me some letters to Brazil because I was training with Aldo and Renan Barão. I was training with two UFC champions, and he sent me letters because this guy was a coach, and he sent me letters, like recommendation letters. And then when I was thinking about move to the US, I asked him, and he told me about the lawyer he had that was like a very strong lawyer. Then I paid her so she could evaluate. Then I kind of like tell her my whole history and all my accomplishments, and she would tell me if I had a strong case or a weak case. And she said I had a strong case from everything I accomplished before. Then I did that, and it took like almost a year to prepare everything. Then I applied. It costs some money, yeah.
Yeah, it's expensive, isn't it? But you know what, though? Like, I feel like it's really cool to hear because, you know, like, everyone's always talking about, I don't know, like, you hear so much negative shit about everything, like, getting into this country.
Maybe like, if the person, like, get married for that, it's easy. But the way I did, it's hard.
Yeah,
it's
and, like, a lot of people just get married or something like that.
The way I did, you have to prove... You do all the type of tests and
and then, you know, like, and look, you show that it can be done, bro.
Yeah,
it can be done with
hard
work and a little bit of money.
All that.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. You better if you want to, you gotta start fighting to make those big checks help the lot, right?
Yeah,
all
that some money.
All that to come fight though, you know, it's. You know, did you already know you were going to get into the UFC when you came to the US, or I mean, you were taking two gambles: come to the United States with nothing, and get to the UFC. So, you know, why would you take such a leap? How did you know?
Since I turned pro was a gamble, right? Like in Brazil, I come from a cool family. Like my family, I could go to any college I want in Brazil.
Oh, really? Cool.
Yeah, but I love it so much fighting, and I knew how good I was. And like I got inspired by guys that became world champions, like Aldo, that he didn't have anything and he gambled like. And it seems like not having a plan B is good sometimes.
But like you're kind of saying like if you could go to any university in Brazil, meaning your family's pretty. Like you're not, you're comfortable.
Yeah, comfortable.
Okay, all right, that's cool.
You know, talking about the fighter house though. Sorry, I can't believe we skipped over this. Your coach was Anderson Silva.
Yeah.
Huh? That's insane. You know, one of the main reasons I got into UFC as a kid was Anderson versus Chael. that the whole like the back and forth.
Yeah.
What was it like?
We
being
just saw
at-
Chael, bro. We were
And
just-
I have a funny history about that, like motivational history, because I'm from a small town, just like Glover, and I remember we used to train kickboxing, and I had this friend, and I sent a picture of Anderson, and I was like, bro, one day I'm gonna meet this guy, I'm gonna train with this guy,
sick,
and he was
dude.
like, come on, bro, you like, it's like a saying in Brazil, you must keep your feet in the ground, like don't be like so high
Yeah.
about it. And I stopped talking with him. After
Hell
that.
yeah, bro. You don't
And
want
then-
those negative ass people around in
And
your
then,
life.
and I was like almost the first pick of I was the first pick of Anderson, because the guy he picked before me was his friend.
Oh yeah, his
like,
protege.
before-
Yeah.
his protege.
So of course he has to pick that guy. You know.
Yeah, and then when Anderson Silva was holding pads for me, I remembered what
Yeah.
that kid say.
Take a
I was
picture
like,
and send it to him. Like fuck you.
"Do you, bitch?"
What was it like? Because a lot of times, I mean, obviously Anderson's one of the greatest of all time, right? But a lot of times in other sports, you get greatest of all times, like Michael Jordan. He was a bad coach because he couldn't explain to somebody
that's
to have his same drive, you know. And like Kobe Bryant, bad teammate because he couldn't explain to somebody how to have the same drive. Was
R.I.P.
Anderson a good coach, or was he able to explain, or was he kind of an asshole because it's hard to explain when you have that kind of drive? Not being disrespectful. It's just hard to explain.
Like could
Yeah.
he like transfer his
It
his
seems
ability to fight into coaching?
I didn't have the opportunity to train with him for too long because he had to leave, because he popped out, like he tested positive.
yeah.
I think after, I think he did like John Jones. He said there was
Yeah.
some gas station.
Some dick pills at the gas station. Yeah, bro, you ain't taking no dick pills, bro. You
dick is
ain't
hard. We
fighting
know.
and your dicks ain't working. Those don't go together. I'm sorry.
Two big black guys.
Yeah, no way, bro. Yeah, like the John Jones. Oh yeah, man, this is shit.
Honestly, if it was me, I'd just be like, "Oh, my dick works." I was taking steroids.
Yeah, I don't want anyone to think
Honestly, even if it wasn't taking steroids, if it was the dick pills, I'd say, "Oh, it was
I
steroids."
take steroids. I don't want anyone to know I'm taking dick pills, guys.
And Anderson was kind of interesting guy. Like sometimes I would ask him because I always like to pick up the brain of the greats, and I would ask him something, and he would be like, "Because the Navy SEALs, these and that." And I'm
Oh,
like,
shit.
bro, come on.
Wait, dude, it sounds like what's his name? What's his coach, the karate? What's his name?
Oh, Seagal.
Steven Seagal, bro. Did you ever get to meet him? Yeah, he was like.
remember Anderson. He was,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what he sounds like a Steven Seagal answer, bro.
But what can I say? He's the greatest.
Yeah, he's the greatest, bro. And that's the thing. I remember watching Anderson, like, because that was when I was, fighting pro, and he was the GOAT, bro. And I would just be like, coming here to UFC, and I just signed with the UFC then, and I remember I got tickets, and I was like watching. I'm like, I want to be like Anderson. You know what I mean? That was, and I remember like watching that front kick of Vitor and just mind-boggling. But then, doesn't mean you don't get a little weird.